Hey guys, guess what day it is? It is nail day. Thank you to Madam Glam for sending these colors over today. We have a bright pink as well as a pretty lilac-y white color. The pink is in the shade Pyjama Party and the lighter color is called White Lace. For all of the chrome that we're doing today, I'm going in with their matte top coat. We do have several different designs today, so I'm gonna start off with the easier of the few. I'm going in with the base coat from Madam Glam. We are doing a few different designs today, so I'm going to start off with the easier ones on the pinky as well as the pointer finger. Then we are curing that for 60 seconds. Okay, the next part is kind of fun. We're going to be taking our two colors. This one is called White Lace. We're going to just like dot it around the nail. You could be like super messy with this one. Same thing with this shade called Pyjama Party. This is a really bright neon red pink. And we're going to lightly dot this as well. Again, you could be like pretty messy with it. Okay, and now is where the magic happens. We do need a little bit of saran wrap or plastic wrap. I like to fold mine in half so I have better control. We're just going to blot this all over the nail. Again, this could be pretty messy because we will be cleaning it up. Just dot it around to create like a marbly type of effect. I do like my design to be a little paler, so I'm gonna go in with white lace again. And then we're just going to repeat the process. In case it gets messy, I do like to keep a bottle of acetone nearby so I can clean up the edges with a brush. Now once you're happy with how it looks, you can just go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. Now we're going to repeat the process onto the pointer finger. Don't forget to clean it up before you cure it. Here's how they're looking after one coat, and obviously it's a little too sheer. Now we're gonna go into detailing. Taking a really thin brush, we're just gonna dip into that pink, just a tiny amount. Then I like to just do like little swirls everywhere. Doesn't really have to be perfect because it is supposed to be like a marble effect. So you could be really messy. Here I'm just like literally scribbling. Next I'm going back into white lace. I'm going to add a couple of drops and then we're going to go back into that method with the plastic wrap. Also feel like it gives it a lot more texture. Now we'll cure for 60 seconds. For the blush design on the ring finger, I'm going to mix the two colors onto a palette. I'm going to use the tiniest bit of Pyjama Party and mix that into white lace. Now this is going to be the base color of our blush, so I'm going to dot around into the center of my nail. Again, it does not have to be super perfect. Now using the other side, which is kind of like a dotting tool, I'm just going to feather out. Here's what it's looking like so far. It is really sheer, but we're gonna cure this for 30 seconds before moving on to our second coat. For our next coat, we're going to mix in a little bit more of Pyjama Party. Now we're really going to highlight the center. Then I'm going to dot that bright color directly in the center and start to feather it out with the layer that we already have on right now. And of course, if you have blooming gel, this is going to be a lot easier. To further blend it out, I'm just going in with the plastic wrap. This is what it is looking like. I'm going to cure her for 60 seconds. Now to isolate chrome, we do need a velvet top coat, so I'm going in with this one from Madam Glam. We are going to do a full cure of 60 seconds. For the isolation, I'm going in with this rhinestone glue that you guys have seen all over my channel before. I'm just dotting a giant glob onto the mixing palette. Now grabbing a brush, we're going to dip into that gel. And I'm going to try my best to draw like a circular outline. Again, it doesn't have to be super perfect. I do like it when it's a little asymmetrical. But do try to keep the brush strokes really thin. But we could also just clean it up later. With the matte top coat, it's much easier to see the gel that you're laying. I'm going to clean up just a little bit. Unless it's me, I don't want it super thick. Here you could kind of see where the outline is, and I'm gonna cure her for 30 seconds. Now we're going into chrome powder. This one is kind of like a rose gold shade. I also picked up this new tool. It has a silicone end. We're gonna grab the tiniest amount and then we just rub her in. I like to go over it several times to make sure the chrome powder is really sticking onto the gel. Now we have to clean up a little bit, so taking acetone onto a brush, we're going to clean up around it and try not to hit the chrome parts because you will remove it. Here's how that looks. We're going to top coat everything later on. Now for the middle finger and thumb, we will be doing the same marble design but as a French tip. So again, we're going to go in with the dotting method. I stamped the colors down about midway of my nail. Now that I'm happy with how the marbling looks, I'm going to take acetone on a brush and just carve out the French. Here's what we have, and now I'm going to cure her for 60 seconds. I am going to outline the French in chrome, so I'm going to isolate it again by going in with a matte top coat. Going back into the same chrome powder. Now I'm just cleaning up some of that extra chrome powder. And here's how that looks. I don't have top coat on it yet, but we're going to repeat the same process onto the thumb and I'll be right back. The nails are not completely done without some cuticle care, and this is cuticle oil from Madam Glam. I love that it comes in a dropper. It's so convenient to use. These are the final nails. I think they were so cute for spring. Again, thank you to Madam Glam for sending these goodies over. I will have everything linked down below.